shackled to the east and south walls. One is an elderly male human, the other a young female tiefling. Both are covered in bloody gashes and neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it. A bucket half filled with salt sits on the floor nearby.
Thought that was just a figure of speech.
We're not seeing anything else in the room, like other hostile possible.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna go move to take them down because it's like
Torture was.
Yeah, I'd like to take the corpses down.
You'd probably recognize that the shackles that they're bound in are the same locks that you unlocked with that key ring.
I got it still.
Hey, yeah.
Iron ring, 7 keys.
And so are you taking them down then?
Yeah, if that will work.
Yeah. Yep. You're able to, after a few fumbles on each lock, you find the right key. The male human that you take down first is dead.
Well, that was a waste.
Be respectful of the corpses, you know.
And as you take the female tiefling down, you hear a slight incoherent mumble as she just kind of fades in and out.
Pull out my first aid kit.
Slap her. No. Wake up.
Get yourself together.
Get yourself together. We gotta get out of here. No, don't do that.
Breaks her neck. The last health.
She seems unconscious.
Okay.
She seems unconscious. No.
Yes, I'm bandaging her up, and I feel like I've got some sort of pack that I got when I leveled. But yes, I'll use my medicine skill and try to bandage her up as best I can.
Okay.
I will assist.
I don't quite trust her enough to straight heal her yet, but let's get her bandaged up and stable.
I will play a beautiful little
medicine.
ditty on my lute to make a.
Are you giving her?
I start playing.
So 2 plus my wisdom, so I have plus 5. Right now. 8, well, that 8's total.
You were able to get her to wake up through your haphazard bandaging.
Don't forget the sound of my beautiful lute.
Probably really what woke her up.
And she is now up to 1 hit point. And she kind of just lays there looking at you. Just
Is she conscious enough to drink something? Or can you just kind of like pour it on her and it works?
you could try. What are you trying to do?
Like a healing potion.
Oh yeah.
Because when she was unconscious, you'd probably just kill her if you tried saving her. You know, like. But now she's like kind of conscious, like.
Yeah. She can slurp down a little sip of potion.
Give her a sip potion, a little standard healing potion right there.
Slide it in.
2d4 plus
Slide
2.
it in.
Just slip it in.
Brings her up to full
Put it right
health.
in her mouth.
Either that means it was a great potion, like she really took it, or she's low health. One of those two.
All right. So, once she's feeling better, she tells you that her name is Vendetta Cress. She's a commoner.
Sounds like an assassin.
She's a commoner from the seaside, who resides in the seaside portion of Baldur's Gate.
Was it Crest?
Cress.
Crest. C-R-E-S-S.
Kress.
She's
Let's see here. She tells you that she distributes wine and spirits for the Othun patriarch family of Baldur's Gate and was attacked in the lower city, knocked unconscious and brought here to be tortured. Under interrogation, she gave her captors information regarding the Othuns and their security arrangements.
Ooh.
She also witnessed the interrogation and death of Aphanax, the human that she was strung up with, who was questioned at length about the Jasso family. At which point, oh yeah, you brought Clem out. but you
Jasso's
would
the
know-
Clem, yep.
You know, if these weren't cultists doing this, I would think this is a civilian uprising against the royal classes, and I could totally get behind that. But they're cultists, so I don't think it's for a good reason.
Why you gotta be racist against cultists?
She does tell you that she's a commoner. She's not.
I'm sure she's a commoner. Her name's Vendetta.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but I will acknowledge what she's saying, but I don't believe it.
How quiet can you be?
She says because of my work that is not always seen as legal, and
Clandestine, if you will.
I can be very, very quiet.
I draw out a quick copy of the rough map that we have made and show her do not remove the barricades, and here is a safe route for you to leave through.
Cool. And yeah, she again thanks you, and she heads off. She takes your map, and she ends up.
If we're letting her go,
No, yeah, I mean...
Real quick answer, what did you think of that song I was playing? It's a new one I'm working on.
She tells you that it was very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
I really like the new direction that Bludfist is going.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lighter tone. We're getting real emotional.
And you don't technically know this, but out of game she ends up making it out safe, and she goes and tells the people around Baldur's Gate of the harrowing save that you made for her.
Well, that's good. I didn't tell her my name.
Wait a minute. There's something wrong here.
You mean you don't have it written on your fucking plane?
You
This
didn't-
is new armor. I didn't have time to.
New armor, who this?
I would like to think that she knew who you are.
You at least slipped her a business card. It's just to have instinct.
She just came back from near death. I was busy trying to make sure she didn't drown on the health potion. I'm just...
I mean, as she walks away, you could just be like, "Hey."
No, I forgot this time.
There you go. Good.
Right, I'm just the mysterious paladin who happened to be there. Not paladin, but guy that was there.
She even says that you were a paladin because of your plate mail.
Some paladin was hanging out with Bludfist and helped save me.
The Bludfist.
The Bludfist, sorry. Well, she would know it because she's a fan.
And then from here, there is one door out of this room, and it is to the north. And this leads to a small passageway that goes about 10 feet north and then goes about 20 feet to the west, or to the east, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Keep going clockwise like a maze.
Let's see.
Stick to the right, basically.
Oh yeah, it's gonna open doors. I'm alright with open.
Did that wretched smell? Oh, that wretched smell was just gas. Never mind. Wonder if it was hanging around.
Okay. Alright, so, how are you guys walking through this corridor? Going in guns blazing? Are you guys taking your time?
Is there a door or is it just a long corridor?
The corridor. Can I see that real quick, Duncan?
Yeah.
Just finish it off. Can I grab your pencil? The corridor goes like this. To a dead end. Goes like this.
This is a good question. Are we just kind of casually strolling about, or are we all kind of like cautiously
I've been like
edging
cautiously
forward?
opening the door before we go into places.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I just mean like between halls. I kind of feel like my guy's like at ease almost.
Here's the
We've
thing.
been so close to
Here's the thing.
like not as much hallways lately.
Yeah.
In a world of magic and monsters, are you going to just blindly run anywhere? Just because it
It looks
sounds like a
good.
good idea ever?
It looks good.
Or would you perhaps in a land of living dead tread carefully?
To be fair, I saw he was
Don't
reading this.
question human intelligence.
To be fair, I heard he was reading this book called
Really
In the
disappoints.
Shadow of Legend.
Oh,
I hear
God.
there's some tips for adventuring in there that
Oh, no.
aren't quite sound. That's where the critics gave it a bad review. Said any adventurer with a sound mind would not follow anything in this book.
Take a note of that one. Okay, yeah,
Alright.
at least a little cautiously.
Yeah.
You know, we're not
Um,
prancing about. We're not running a marathon here.
So who would be? I guess if you're going in quietly, who would be the like front sentry to check your?
Quietly? Not me.
I'm not
I'm a
quiet.
good second.
Oh.
I'm kind of I
I'm a
have
monkey.
stealth. I think
I'm
I'm.
kind of quiet.
He's the
I am-
smart one.
I have a +4 in stealth.
If that's what you mean.
My armor's not too low. I mean, it's medium
I have a
leather.
+5.
I've got a -1
Who would like
for
to?
sneak.
I don't mind.
Okay. So not Sam.
Are we, is this to open the door?
We are
This is
just
to go down the corridor.
Yes, we are walking through a corridor
like to
that does
scout.
not have any more doors that we can see yet.
You just came from the last circle.
Scour.
That didn't help.
So-
I didn't know where we were. I was
So,
like, wait, where are we?
We are going east.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
That is
At
kind
that
of
top bar.
we can see what is this F shape
Okay.
is appearing
Oh, okay.
as.
Well, I guess with the best of us that can sneak, go ahead and then you have 5 in stealth,
Yeah.
and you have what?
6.
6. Well, I guess maybe you two go ahead and then we'll stay back. I'll stay back.
Basically, my stealth would just be a +1 in total.
So you said some were blocked off. Are all of those open, or are some of them blocked off?
So first give me a stealth check because you will be rounding this corner.
I'll be rounding around the corner.
18.
All right.
Nice.
So
running round the corner,
you see him, but he doesn't see you.
You failed yourself,
down,
Jack,
as
by
you
singing no.
look around this corner here, you see a one of the fists of Bane, one of the Bane cultists standing down here in a dead end. There's no door out of here. There's a bunch of rubble. It looks like it might have used to have been a tunnel that collapsed, and he's just standing there. Almost seems like he's playing sentry. But he hasn't seen you.
I duck back and I motion for. He is guarding a pile of rubble. It makes no sense.
Okay.
So one guy.
He's facing us and not the rubble, right?
Well, he's kind of going between you, which are to the north, and the passageway.
So
to the
he's not
east.
facing the rubble.
No.
Because for a second I was thinking, what if like literally the tunnel just collapsed and he was like found something? He's like, and he's just staring at it in disbelief.
Mhm.
That's what I was almost thinking you meant.
Just standing there.
Like, so not quite center, but like literally like, fuck. How am I supposed to get through? But okay. So he's facing generally.
It's just. Do any of us have a way to deal with him at range?
I can close the gap.
We can silently rush him quickly from around the corner. It's about. He might have range. Of course, I could get like a sleep or anything. Gorzak or Tyrone.
Like a
Something
spell
that
or
can silent that guy, make that guy quiet.
Tyrone may cause him
Help
to
us
explode.
sneak somehow.
I
Darkness.
I have command. But
Tyrone's-
that's a spell slot, but
I do have a crossbow.
He's got
Hey.
range.
I have.
or
I-
message.
I
I
have
if
a
I
s-
could lure him away from it somehow.
And
Come around the corner.
it may be useful to pull him further back into the corridor we came from, so if we have to fight him at length, whoever may else be here may not hear it.
Because yeah, if I can see him, I can maybe hey, come over here.
Some say
Yeah, I'll do that.
that's way.
If that's cool, we want to do that. So are we luring him towards us? Is that what
Toward us,
Yeah.
and we could even lure him to the other bend
The
in the
corner,
corridor.
wait around the corner
yes,
for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. We'll like whisper one in. I'll get close. I'll do the command or not command, a message, and then I'll run. Wait till he comes, and I'll like peek around the corner until he goes, and I'll be like, oh.
And we can all just prepare to attack him as he rounds.
So what's your message to
Poor
this?
man.
I'm just saying. I'm just like, hey, gotta show you something over here. It's just a random voice that's like sounds like right around the corner, you know. Sounds like it's really close, and then or coming from the door, whatever doorway we need to pull him through. So he's like,
He's kind of trained for this. Kind of thing.
you don't fall for simple messages.
Oh.
Now he's
So as
alert.
he's standing in the water and he hears the message, whoever's speaking around the corner will hear him run
shit.
off in the opposite
Oh, no.
direction
Damn it, we
Into the
started
F.
one. Damn it.
into the F.
Into the F, right into the F.
And
F in the A.
you hear him yelling, "Intruders!
Damn it!"
Intruders!" And he starts pounding on.
You should have just cackled like a ghost. You would thought you were a ghost.
I just hear the Metal Gear Solid noise like, damn it.
Yeah. So,
But they don't know where we are yet, still.
They know we exist, though.
They know
we
we're
really,
this way.
do we really exist, though? Does any of us really exist? I get lost in philosophical thought for a few seconds.
Get back into it.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. Well, that plan failed. Let's just send Tyrone in by himself. Just hands up, hands up.
Turns his back and starts running, I'll just shoot at him.
Well, he's got all that crazy wild magic shit that can hit him. Just put him, like, act like he's surrendering. Like, hey, I just want to join you guys. I just want to join your cool cult.
And then, boom, dead.
And then, boom, wild magic, they're dead.
you can try that. I mean, it'd be worth. I mean,
Are
a
we just
plan
gonna
is better
let
than
him
no
run
plan.
away?
Oh, he already kind of did. While we
He
were
ran
waiting for our
away.
plan to succeed.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
But we
hit
wouldn't know
him.
what we're putting him into.
You're
that's
around two corners.
What you could do is
Oh,
legitimately.
put around the corner, we're good.
Yeah.
You could legitimately go in and say, "Hey, I just wanted to be a part of this group."
it. Ooh, we do have robes.
You could say that.
I could too. I could too.
You already have a weird accent.
Oh, well, they are alerted to us now, and
I feel like they're not going to fall for our shenanigans anymore.
Well, they're not alerted to us. They're alerted to
a
someone.
voice
Well, and then some guy showing up. Hey, I just want to join your cult.
in the
I just
middle
wanted
of
to show him
terrifying.
something.
I don't know if that would be the best option.
You know, we could just go back, you guys. We don't need
Just not do this.
Let's just call it night.
We already rescued some
Yeah,
people.
we rescued
We've
some
done
people.
a
It's all
good deed.
Yeah, we've done our good deeds for the night.
We could leave with our lives.
Well, you know, someone's probably coming for us, and I know we totally froze time by sitting here. Can anyone make traps?
Or we could just wait. Yeah, wait it out.
Make a trap?
See if they. I mean,
No, well,
I don't.
the bomb room?
The tapestry.
Oh no, my
Make a
small
trip rope.
tapestry.
They run around the corner, trip rope, it falls in their faces. Area of effect damage on all of whomever.
Yeah.
So what is that?
or we make set like Home Alone style. We set traps, run over there, get them to chase us, and then set
They're
off
already
the
coming,
traps.
probably. I imagine they're like watching us talk about
Go
this right
full
now because
McAllister.
Kinda want a
I got
smaller
some
one.
micro machines in my pocket.
I mean,
Just need a paint can,
does that,
feathers, and some tar.
does anyone have trap setting or survival or yeah, that would basically just be survival, wouldn't it?
That guy just ran off yelling intruder. Do we have time to set a trap?
Well,
Right.
Quickie.
that's why we're thinking maybe we just sit here and wait for them to come to us instead of
Yeah.
us going to them.
What-
I mean, they are very narrow passageways.
If they begin, they probably will not just begin a blind chase, I assume. But what if we can instigate such a scenario and unblock the dead room
You know,
and
Send out zombies.
lead them that way? in chase.
Tyrone described himself as
It's
looking
some
like
shit they
Shaggy.
do in Walking Dead, like lure the zombies out, and
Like
or
they-
like in
they
Last of
have
Us
an
too. You do that
affinity
too in Last of Us a
towards-
little bit.
He described himself as looking
They're
like
past
Shaggy. Shaggy and
pals.
Scooby always get the
Some
bad
of
guy to
them
chase
might,
them.
maybe not.
Are they probably
The little
know.
hallway thing.
Half of them were undead when we were
You know what,
fighting.
you guys? They're cultists.
Oh,
We've
they
kicked their ass
were,
multiple
weren't
times
they?
over. Let's just go fucking fuck them.
We never know that.
Half of them were undead when we fought them.
Even better.
Oh yes, zombies might not care.
No, they
Cultists
may work
themselves
together
are
to
zombies.
attack us.
Could we tell?
They're
Well,
just
could he tell
killing
that
people.
cultist? Was he like those other cultists, or was he fully humanoid? Like, because remember,
They
like,
got the
I
hood.
forgot. Yeah, because the other ones did, like, were skeletons. weren't
Could
they?
I make out his if he was undead or alive?
You fought a few of these guys before, the Fists of Bane, and he
On the
looks to
outside,
be
right? Where they live on the outside.
he looks to be about the same, with some skin still attached,
Okay.
not completely skull faced, but
I mean, I'm sure they're
definitely
probably
has
protecting
skull face.
some like boss or something in there. So.
Seems foolhardy. As
Well, what? I mean, what were we initially down here trying to do? Like,
We were sent here because we know there's a bunch of shit going on and it's originating from here.
and who sent us
The other
again?
side of
Rhea McLemore.
Do we have enough information to say, hey, yeah, there's definitely some shit going on down there?
We
do.
do have. Yeah.
And then send them in. Send their military in.
Right. This is not our problem.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
You are this town's military. You're one of
Shut
those
up!
people.
Town guard! We brought the town guard!
And Jack Jalkinen runs from nothing.
Well, you can go by yourself.
Not
Jack
opposed
Shackleton.
to
I say we get more backup.
I say we bring in the cavalry.
Yeah, I like that idea.
You could send a message to Rhea. She might have.
I have
Some
to be
people
able
that-
to see them. So.
What's
Like,
that?
you mean like once we leave here?
You've met
Message
her
is different
before.
than sending, which could
Yeah,
happen.
message. I have to
Oh,
be able to
message
see
has to
them.
be-
I have to see them.
Yeah.
limited.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Mm.
Like you've never looked at Rhea. That's why I was thinking. I'm like, dude, you've literally met her.
No, within range.
Multiple
I guess
times.
it's just gotta be within range, which is 120 feet. So.
Gotcha.
But now that I got my speech out of the way, we could totally bail
Those
out.
go through solid objects, though.
Hey TJ. Tyrone met Rhea, didn't he? Yeah.
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 I mean, it's up to you guys, but in the interest of just having wild magic, let him give her ascending. And you guys could find a place to hole up until they get there.
Oh, he's doing the. Oh wait, I wouldn't know Magneto or Charles.
I just try to like focus really hard on her. Try to send her a message.
She's gonna explode.
Oh no!
She's gonna explode.
That's one way to send a
We
message.
bond to each other.
Yeah.
This way we could keep a watch and prevent them from leaving in the time that we have alerted them in the
And in the meantime, we can set a trap.
We could even wait near the gasoline room.
Oh,
Is there a door on the
oh.
other side of that one? Like,
Yeah.
would it be behind that door and have, like, a little tripwire going on the other side of the door?
I've never done that before. I don't know if she got my message or not.
All of a
Holy
sudden
shit,
you
there's no
hear
point.
back.
You did your best.
All it says is seen, and we don't get anything.
All of a sudden you hear back from Rhea, and she says, I'm on my way. Find a safe place to wait for me.
Ooh, good idea,
Get
guys.
ready.
Let's make traps. Dun dun dun
Alright,
dun
so I
dun dun
relay
dun
that to
dun
these
dun
guys.
dun 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 dun.
I think I was able to reach her.
Nice.
Boom, boom. I'm playing this while we set our traps. Dun 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 dun.
Oh god.
I like the tapestry trap. We could call it a trapestry.
Well, after
Come on, now we
Duncan
have
or
to
someone
do it.
brought it up, if they're undead, I have a strong feeling poison doesn't work on them.
What about fire? We got got that room. I like the idea of turning that room into a trap.
Collapse in the tunnels.
That will be fine.
Because if we get the fight started around there, and we can somehow, I have command. I can make them go in there.
As long as it's not obviously dangerous, yeah. That's what I think's cool about command. You can tell them do whatever, as long as it won't hurt them and they know they don't think
Yeah,
it'll.
go in that room. Just go in that room.
Yeah, like hurry up with me and run into the
Just go in
ponds.
that room and light a fire. Just go start a campfire out in
Hey,
that room.
go in that room and it gets really dark, and so you want to make sure you light a torch. But I need you to find something for me.
This is the plan, you guys. We're gonna get the biggest, beefiest dude when the fight starts out here, if it does. But if we're close to that room, we're totally commanding him to go in that room and light a torch.
I like it.
If we get a fight if a fight happens, we get the biggest guy, the biggest meanest one. Tell him to go light a torch in the kaboom room.
I
Ready
dropped
to
my
suffocate
satchel in
somebody
that
with a spore
room.
blanket.
Go find it for me.
Like flip a little few coins. That's another way to lure him in. There's treasure in there. Go get that treasure.
Yeah, all of it.
You'll need to light to see your way.
To see every nook. We want them to light it in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I guess we don't need to actually put treasure in there. It's dark.
Hey, those are dots.
This is what the gas chamber room looks like.
Wait a minute. Is this Auschwitz?
Each one of these dots in the room are wooden beams.
Pinner.
And you guys would be coming from this direction, and so would they when they get to you. Now there was a room down here
Where are the
that
bad
you
guys?
did not explore yet.